The following is a presentation of TFNN.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate all you tigers and tigresses out there growling and prowling with us. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 90. Nasdaq's up 8. We get the S&Ps up 11. Gold's trading up $5. Silver's up 13 cents. Bonds are down 25 ticks. You got King Dollar backing down 9 ticks at 80.14. That's after blasting.
Not much of a back down.
Nothing. It's setting up big time, folks. We blasted 38,000 contracts yesterday. Backing down with 12,000 right now, setting up that 82 level on the S&Ps. On the King Dollar.
Yeah.
Euro is up for 42 ticks at 129.71. That can't get out of the way. When we do go overseas, you get a couple nice dead cat bounces out there, no doubt. If we
Spain, baby.
Yeah, we look at Spain.
Up 4%
Spain's
almost,
up,
huh?
that's right, 3.71 I got right now. It's probably 4. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
It's not even close. It's been in the same, it's been building cars here for lower price. In fact,
which is an amazing thing, unto itself.
Oh, no doubt.
Because lower price is really lower.
No doubt. Listen, folks, as you're over at TFNN, you get the banner on the front banner, the Nadex banner. Check out Nadex, and what Nadex is, folks, is a new way to trade products, to trade the markets. You can open a funny money account to put $25,000 into your account. We've been talking with Daryl Martin, and Daryl trades these things all the time. And I'm going to bring one up right now because it's kind of neat inside the context. And there's two different products under each actual product, meaning S&Ps, meaning the small caps, meaning the NASDAQ 100. And what I'm going to be looking at right now, they're called bull spreads. The reality, though, is that if you sell it, it would be a bear. You can buy it, it's a bull. And they're a floor and a ceiling. And what ends up happening is that, so right now we're at 1361, and what you want to be doing with these babies is get them as close to possible. The way I'd want to do them right now, let's put it this way, is get them close to possible as to where they are. Now watch what ends up happening here, is that the floor to ceiling, these are the floor to ceilings right now. There's a 1355 to 1385. So the floor is 1355, ceiling's 1385. There's a 1340 and a 1370, and there's a 1325 and a 1355.
Yeah.
So we don't have a 1360, unfortunately. Okay, and that's what you'd like, or, something close to it. So what would happen is that I'm going to put up the S&P and say, okay, can you, because it would be very inexpensive to turn around and do the 1355, but what would end up happening is that it would probably cost you $10. It would be costing you something.
Okay.
In order to do it, number one. But you can see the way this is set up right now, you really have to let even the spike get tested almost. I see this from yesterday. So from yesterday, you do have 1343 on the way down. That has some juice in it. Your ADB.
You're on the 10-minute, right? You're on the 10-minute chart. Okay,
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Okay, I was on the 30. Okay. I like right now 1362 is acting as nice resistance. I'd like to see a candle pattern.
Yeah.
It's like to just see a bullish, bearish. Now on the 10-minute chart there was one. So if I put the 10-minute chart up here, because that's what you're making the trading decision off of.
Yes.
So let's switch over there, and you had confirmation. You had a shooting star at 9:20 this morning, then it closed lower on that next session. So
right.
I like that.
So
1360. I like we're up against a pretty good resistance area.
So watch what I'm going to do here, folks. I'm going to give you an idea of what can be done here. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to sell the 1355s. Now, what that means is this, and I'm going to sell 5 of them. If I sell 5 of the 1355s, my total risk, now watch how this works, because the correlation, I'm going to do this quick. So my total risk is $90.
Yeah, to sell 5 contracts.
To sell 5, and I can make my total maximum profit on this is going to be $1,400.
Yeah.
Okay? So now watch what I just...
That was 50 to 1,400? Is that what you said?
90 to 1,400.
90 to 1,400.
90 to 1,400.
Okay.
Okay, so now watch what this just did. I sold 5 contracts.
Yeah.
Okay, now those 5 contracts, folks, equal one E-mini contract.
Right.
And what the difference is this. I only have a $90 risk, defined risk right now, and I just put on a $67,000 trade.
Right. So it's like 2 points in the ES Mini. If you were from a stop, if you're going to use a stop.
That's correct.
Which is too tight of a stop to use.
That's correct.
You can't use 2 points as a stop. I don't care what you're doing.
That's correct.
You can't do that.
So now this is how the game gets played here now. And the game's the wrong word. This is how the trade gets played. I have until 4:15 this afternoon.
Yes.
To come in the money.
Yeah, and with the market pulling down to 13.55.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. And what I'm looking at...
And you can get out anytime you want, too.
Yeah, you get right back out.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's no doubt about that, okay? So what happens is that the aspect here, and what I'm going for, is I'm going for that high volume low.
You see, okay.
Okay? That's what I'm actually going for, because I had the high volume down here.
Yes.
Okay, I'm saying, hey, look at it, man, that's wide open, right?
Yeah.
And if it's not wide open and it gets down here and volume dies in the volume, well, then you just close it.
Well, 1353.75 is going to be your first area of support on the 10-minute chart. Because you got that 11, right?
Which is great.
Because that's at 11:20. You had a high volume spike up there.
Which is fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Working on us.
In fact, if you come down to that area and you're coming down and the volume is too light, you're already in the money. You could close out the trade.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, this is interesting. Okay, so when I hit that, so watch what happened here. When I hit that, folks, okay, this didn't get executed because it's still working. Let me show you something. See, because I got to be that quick. Because see, when I hit it, it was 1360.
Yes.
Right, but it pulled back. So you see how it's still a working order?
Yeah.
Which is a shame. But you get the gist of it. I mean, well, maybe I just got it. What just happened there? Ooh, look at that. That's weird. Okay. Nope, it's still working. And of course, what's going to happen? I need a pop. Oh man, this is a trip. But the bottom line is, if I wasn't talking at the same time, you could still. Well, let me just see what you can pull that off for now. So, now I'll have some patience here. That's the bottom line. I'll let you know if it gets hit.
Yeah, look, the place to come in is at that 1362. 1362, and let me see here. Where's the close from Friday? Close 1362.25. And that thing is acting as one heck of a nice resistance.
Sell 5. Let me just see if I can. I didn't hit the bid. It wasn't on the bid. One second. Sell 5. 1353.20. Okay, so watch this one. This is the same trade. 1353.20. $90 risk and make $1,400. Okay, we'll see if that comes across.
Yeah.
We'll let you know. Bottom line, folks, you get a dead cat bounce out here. When all's said and done, that's what you have happening. We go inside the NDX 100. You want to see what's happening with the NDX 100? Cisco is getting absolutely smoked. Smoke them if you have them.
Huge. You take a look at the dollars in market cap.
Yes.
Today.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yesterday you were saying 5 billion shares, right?
Yeah, 5.3 billion.
5.3 billion.
Yeah, so
you're doing the math on that.
That's an 8 billion whack. 8 billion. Can you imagine, folks, getting taken 8 billion ASAP?
Oh.
And
that's big. In order to move like that, that's big.
It is.
It's
huge.
Gotta love John Chambers.
Now, so check this out. This is amazing, right? Okay, so every time we talk about this, folks, what do you think it has? High volume, low. Unbelievable.
Yeah. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's
look
not
at it sticking out. Oh, my God. This thing is sticking out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
And the high volume low, folks, goes back to August of last year. Now, the heads up, of course, is what? August of last year.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That's where you're heading, folks.
Yeah, get down to that.
And we'll see whether we get any volume when we get down there.
Yeah.
Cisco is absolutely going to have some volume. Now, Priceline came out with numbers last night, and it's not doing bad. It's only down $30. Well, give it a few more hours though, because what Priceline's doing is going after the 678 swing low.
With volume, it's going after with volume. It's amazing.
Yeah. Priceline right now, folks, already has 1.2 million shares, and the swing point only has 1 million shares. So.
And it really would be nothing for Priceline to come back down to that breakout area.
Oh, look at the gap.
I mean, that's a natural place for it to come down.
Gap is screaming.
But the problem is that, with regard to the volume that it's got in the stock today, you're coming already off the top with too much volume as you're coming. You're not close to that gap yet, but you've got some big volume already today. So
that's right. Let's see.
That's not a good sign.
Oh, good. Okay, so here we go. So I got the positions now. Now you can see. Okay, so so let me walk you through that first trade again. The first trade, folks, risking $90 to make $1,400, and the correlation, I did 5 of them.
Yeah.
And the reason I did 5 of them. Now, and what by the way, what happened is that this is not a trade you want to do. The reason I'm saying that, I'm just going to show you how this works, because what I really gave up on this, which I didn't have to give up, well, if it come closer to the thing, I really gave up a premium of 6 S&P points.
Okay.
So the way you calculate that, folks, is this. Is that, remember we were talking about, I wanted to see, you want to sell these right next to the floor, right next to the ceiling. Or you want to buy them right next to the floor. So what happened is that we're at 1360. Well, the 1355 is the one that sold. So if they had a 1360.
So when you're talking the floor or the ceiling, you're talking about where price is trading right now?
That's right. Right now, in correlation of what you're selling.
Yeah. Okay.
And so that would mean I paid $5 more than that.
Okay.
They only charge me $90 for 5 of them, but you still what you have to do is just like an option, folks. What you have to do is you have to take that plus the 5 points.
Okay.
So see, the reality is that and I did that so you can see the correlation just between 5 of them and an E-mini. What it means.
Okay. Right.
The key would be, but they don't have any. See, the 1370 is not worth it either because that's too expensive.
Yeah.
And the 1385 is not worth it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Just give it some more time. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow Industrials up 78, NASDAQ up 2, S&Ps are up 9, and it's the NASDAQ you want to keep your eye on, folks, because NASDAQ got pounded down 2 days in a row, and the composite right now is up a point, but the NDX, which is the leader, is down 7. We're going to break back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk charges, and expenses of Direction funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com.
What you think about, you bring about. What you focus on grows. If you're committed to becoming an extraordinary trader and investor, then make mastery your outcome. Yes, my best student, Steve Rhodes, became my best teacher. But even more important is what he's taught me, and the time is now for you to take advantage of his knowledge.
Thanks, Tom. I've learned that it's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives, but what we do consistently. I want to teach you the consistency that exists in the stock, futures, forex, and commodity markets day in, day out. For one solid day, Friday, May 18th, I'm going to conduct an online master trader course that'll teach you how to buy and sell the D point. This one pattern alone, with the single best entry and exit techniques, when combined with my money management strategies, will create extraordinary rewards for you and your family. The course will be archived so you can review it as many times as you'd like, and it'll teach you to become a master. All the details are on the homepage at TFNN.com. Sign up today because mastery is one click away. It's your decisions, not your conditions, that determine your destiny.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow right now, let's see, is up 63. NASDAQ is off 3. S&Ps right now are up 7. The composite's down 10. And the bottom line is that this market wants lower price.
It does.
It wants lower price,
no.
man. I mean, it's pretty intense. You know, it really is.
You know, we talked yesterday when I did the your show with you yesterday, and I immediately went and took a look at because I just come off of doing the 1 hour webinar for my clients.
Yes.
And what we had focused on was hammer candles specifically in the New York Stock Exchange, because
right.
For me, that is the larger breadth of what's really going on in the marketplace.
Right. 5,000 equities, right.
Yeah. And so, we're taking a look at that, and oftentimes we just kind of overlook that index. And what is pretty important, and I was sharing it with the listeners this morning, was, you can go back and take a look at each time when you have one of these hammer candles and you get a close below it.
Right.
It tells you there's still lower prices coming.
Yes.
Or at least wait for the next bullish signal.
No.
We certainly didn't get that yesterday.
There's no doubt.
We're not getting that today.
What is amazing is no doubt you can absolutely get more out of failure, folks, than the actual setup.
Yeah.
When we get a failure, it's screaming that, okay, man, and that's what, Steve can teach you, that what is the differences?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Okay.
Well, and
it's huge.
I think it is huge. That's why I was, when I was trying to determine what it was I wanted to do during my webcast.
Right.
It was pretty simple the night before when I started scanning for candles and said, oh, my goodness, we have a nice hammer candle on the New York Stock Exchange. You don't get that often.
Right.
Okay. And I went back, I don't know, quite a period of time. And we were taking a look at both on the bullish side and the bearish side.
Yes.
It was kind of like, even the newsletter said, today's going to be a great day to give us some information.
Right.
Real important information. And, so not that the market can't trade a little bit higher, but if you go back and you take a look at each time that you had a lower close, it absolutely was screaming at you, wait for the next bullish. If you're bull, wait for that next bullish candle, because otherwise you're going to experience lower prices. Many times you're experiencing substantially lower prices. And then and what's scary about just taking a look at the NYA chart itself is that yesterday was a close below October 27th. You start taking a look at the left-hand side of the chart, and you've got nowhere other than October 27th, and it was already below it yesterday. Now you're just slightly above it today.
Yes.
But you've got the next stop is December 19th. Nothing to stop it. below that whole thing, and that's a pretty serious move when you're taking a look at going from 7,100 to 7,800 in the New York Stock Exchange.
Folks,
it's major damage.
This October 27th is crucial to understand, because what you had is this: when we came off the first bottom last October, August rather, was it? No, October 4th.
Yeah.
When you accelerated up there, we had some volume up there. So even when we came back down, I remember saying, hey, we want to go get tested. Well, you know what, folks? When it got tested over in
wasn't the right kind of test.
No, it didn't have any juice.
Yeah.
So it got over it with lighter volume. Now, as soon as you get back underneath it, what that signals is that, hey, you know what? What's game again, folks, is the October 11 lows.
Yeah.
That's how that sets up. So it's a heavy scene. There's no two ways about it, man.
Yeah, and it's all about. I was thinking about this. I know you read a ton.
Yes.
I'm always picking up. I've always got different books. Where I'm reading. Whether it's the full book. Sometimes it's a book I've already read, but always going back and reading. But what I also realized this morning is the amount of education that both you and I get just simply by going and taking a look at stock charts.
Right.
That there's so much education there by going back and taking a look at how something behaved. So when I thought about all of a sudden that, I was realizing, just how much education even you and I are doing every day, every moment, in essence of every day, which is kind of cool. And
life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved. Yeah, totally, man. That's there's no doubt, man.
And I think a lot of folks, they spend so much time in front of a tube,
right?
Watching something.
Right.
Not a lot of education necessarily. I mean, unless you're watching TFNN, Tiger TV, that's all different. That's a whole different thing. But and you take a look at. I saw some statistic. I wish I could remember the percentage. It's a high percentage, just like in the 70% plus range.
Okay.
If you take a look at homes valued at $500,000 or more,
yes,
70+% of them have a library inside them.
That's cool.
Okay, so you think about you think about what people are trying to attain in life. Okay,
that's right.
And you take a look at education. Just the important role that education.
Oh, it is.
Because I was thinking about it the other day. And I was saying, God, I'm not reading as many books as I used to. But then I realized, wait a minute here. The shows that I do and everything else. And I start taking a look at the charts, which is nothing more than understanding human emotion.
Right.
It's nothing but education.
No, exactly.
It's like saying, hey, there's a hammer candle, and going back as far as I can on the New York Stock Exchange looking for other patterns that we can learn from.
That's what makes it so much fun, man.
Yeah.
If anything, peeling back the onion in the market, folks, is the name of the game.
Yes, it is.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you tigers and tigresses out there, we appreciate you being out here. We have the Dow up 46, Nasdaq's down 5, S&Ps are off 6. We're going to be right back.
You've heard Tom O'Brien on the air, and you've always thought about trying out his newsletter, Market Insights. Well, now is the perfect time. For a limited time only, when you sign up for a 2-week free trial to Market Insights, we'll send you a free copy of Tom O'Brien's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. If you decide to cancel within the 2-week trial period, pay absolutely nothing, and keep Tom's book as a free gift from us. Tom sends out his daily newsletter each morning by 9:30 a.m. with trade recommendations, including price targets and price stops. As recently as March 21st, Market Insights subscribers closed out a position for more than a 25% profit in just over 2 weeks. To get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights, along with your free copy of The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Supplies are limited for this one-of-a-kind special, so act today and don't let this opportunity pass you by. Offer only valid for new subscribers. In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and the Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. We have the Dow right now up 51. NASDAQ composites down 3. You get the NDX off 9. We have gold. Where is she? She's up $3. You get silver up 8 cents. And, over in the commodity space, folks, the commodity space, has getting taken pretty heavily. And one of the larger funds out there, hedge funds, this is, in fact, it's Fortress Investment, which is the first publicly traded private equity and hedge fund manager, is closing its commodity fund. May 23rd. What's going on is that they've lost 13% in the last 4 months. But what is
even more important?
Yeah.
Look at the next thing you're going to read.
The next thing, exactly. The fund, bottom line, it declined 4.2% in April and 13% since the beginning of the year. But this is a fund that had, that's just now.
Yeah, that's right.
It had $1.1 billion. But at the beginning of last quarter, it had $500 million. So let's take it. So now you went from,
need my money management. Their position sizing had to be way off.
So you went from $1.1 billion, and now you got about $400 million left.
In the money management game, you have to make 150 wrong trades in a row to have that kind of performance.
Pretty intense.
When this is just nothing more than a math exercise.
No, listen, there's no doubt
and really
about
what you were taking a look at him with Nadex, okay?
Right.
It was really, it is understanding charts, being able to read some charts and some patterns that are out there. So you have to have that tool, and then it just becomes a math exercise.
No, and there's no two ways about it. When we talk,
and you're talking some money management strategy there, because you're talking about defined risk. Okay,
listen, man, if you haven't test drove that Nadex product, folks, get over there and open it and get your head wrapped around.
And we like the newer spreads.
The spreads.
Right.
The bull spreads, folks. Get your head wrapped around them. And we'll talk about them. I'm going to talk about them every day anyway. But you want to get your head wrapped around them because the correlation there is pretty intense.
Yeah.
And it just is. the leverage is incredible. And most of the time, folks, see, when you have the leverage, you don't have defined risk.
Right.
It's almost impossible to have defined risk. You can leverage the currency market, but the bottom line, you get blown up in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, there's no stop out on this deal.
Right.
That's the thing that's amazing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That stop's not going to get jumped.
No.
Yeah. Because you're done once you have entered the trade.
Right.
Which is actually kind of nice for a lot of the folks that we have that trade the markets, even though they hear what we say.
Yeah.
How often do you get a call from somebody, in their trade? You can ask them if they've got to stop, and oftentimes,
well,
they're like,
this gets even better. But watch what you can do though. You can have a life with this because you put the trade on, right?
Yes.
Now, see, on this one here, I got a floor and a ceiling, okay? So the ceiling's 1355, we're at 1357. The floor on the other side of it is let me just get the S&Ps up again. So on this one here, 13, oh, look at this. They just, okay, 1325 is my floor. So I can't make more than that, even if it goes down to 1325.
Yeah.
But what you can do is this: I can put the buy back in right now, and leave.
Yeah, right, exactly.
That's it.
No, exactly.
That's it.
So you got that's right.
That's it. You're done. Okay, you check on it later.
That's
you know
right.
what? It doesn't matter. It comes down to you buy it back because you can't make more than the floor.
That's right.
So in itself, it's like, okay, so put the floor in. That's it.
Yeah.
Intraday, if it takes you out a dozen times going up, so what? Still only $90.
Yes.
If you're trading the S&P, it goes up 10 times. Okay, it's $500, $50 a point.
Well, are you possibly taken out on a price above?
No, that's the beauty.
You're not taken out intraday.
No, you can't be taken out. That's what's amazing.
Yeah,
that is what's amazing. Okay, now when we talk about money management, we talk about patents. Steve's doing a outstanding workshop, folks. It's a week from this coming Friday, and today's the last day that we have the promotion going on that you can save a fortune.
That's right.
So, talk to me about the patent.
Well, when you take a look at even using the Nadex platform, and so understanding that risk, it's, what I'm going to be teaching people is to buy and sell the D point. And, what happens, trading is all about emotion. That's what is really going on in the marketplace.
That's a fact.
Okay?
Yeah.
And the emotion, and what people, you're in a trade, you don't know where the market is going. I can show you where the market is going. I can show you how to get on a charting platform and be able to identify the D point. And that's really, in my opinion, it is the most powerful thing for anybody to understand. If you've got a ton of experience, you really want to understand the power of the AB equals CD point.
Right.
And if you're just beginning, it is the place where you want to start. And the reason is, for both sides, for both types of investors, traders out there, is because the market is giving you 75% of the information. You talk about Nadex maybe having a competitive edge.
Right.
What type of competitive edge? When you have the market giving you 75% of the information. And so, therefore, we're really going to just focus on just the last leg and patterns and candles, signals that will tell you, okay, the move is over and it's time to either buy or sell that D point.
And the reason that Steve's saying 75%, folks, is this, is that if you've never seen how A to B equals CD set up, is that there's harmony in it and symmetry in it. And what Steve picked up on, and I believe you picked this up on from doing so many currencies when you first started.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Is that it's how the C point to the D point comes in. Are we coming in with wide price spread accelerated? Well, forget. Are we coming in right next to it? Are we going outside of it? Right.
That's right.
I mean, those things are crucial. And then, of course, we get to the bottom. You wait there for that extra 3 or 4 seconds. Like, okay, man, are you going to perform for me?
Yeah,
right?
that's right. You wait for confirmation.
Right.
You go ahead and always let the market give you the information and confirm. I call that getting a second opinion.
Yes.
Anything that's important to you in life, you always go get a second opinion. If you're going to go maybe you're thinking of changing careers, you're going to usually ask somebody to get a second opinion.
You better get a few, more than 2 opinions on that one.
But you know what I mean? Anything that's ever important to folks, they ask for a second opinion. Well, the market is able to give you a second opinion. And if you wait for it, what you realize is if you don't get that second opinion, it means that you really haven't gotten the confirmation at that D point to either buy or sell it.
Yes.
And so it's that alone is an incredibly, that piece of information that I just shared with you folks, you've got to write that down. okay? Because that is so important to be able to, you think about all the moves that you make, you've got to get a second opinion. So it's really about buying and selling the D point. It's about being able to spend an entire day only having to focus on 25% of the market, because I'll show you how the market does the other work for us and how to be able to read it and educate yourself.
Yeah, and because those moves are so A to B equals C to D, folks, they're so large, let's put it that way. What you're doing is that you're setting up the trade at the end of that move. So it's really cool because the energy has already basically expended, and it's like, okay, now this is what we're going to do next.
Yeah,
which is really cool.
And I know that, folks, to me, it's all about being able to, look, you and I, we live our life in the area of growth and contribution. And I know all the listeners out there are we're all one of the same here.
Right.
That's what attracts everybody into this. And what happens with those patterns, they're just simply so empowering. And there's a lot of different things that you can trade
folks,
out there.
If I've learned anything in the marketplace, once you're in, you can't get out. So you might as well learn how these things breathe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You talk about being Hotel
Seriously.
California.
Seriously.
Yeah, so if you're already in the hotel.
Yeah, you're in the hotel, man.
You want to live on the penthouse, floor.
Right.
And what's pretty cool is, last night I was on the phone with a client.
Yes.
And this client was struggling, was actually getting in and getting out of trades, listening to some other advice.
Sure.
And was making the opposite decision as the D point was making.
Okay.
And so he just kind of pulled it back, found out what charts they were taking a look at, sent them the charts, and said, because we always talk about buying and selling the D point.
That's right.
So let me just show you. I said, because it's not you're giving me the stock, you're giving me the symbol. I'm not picking out the symbol.
Right.
And now let me show you the A to B equals C to D. And at the D point, they were selling when they really should have been buying.
Right.
And it was just the opposite.
Right.
So we had two of them going in the,
cool.
Which is always cool, because when people will bring that stuff up, and I'll say, well, you pick up the time frame, you pick out the equity, let's go take a look at it. And sometimes you find a chart where there is no patterns.
And that's cool.
Exactly. You're like, cool, I'm going to stay away from that one. Because it's just a psycho. There's I don't know what the emotion is that's going inside there, but there's just nothing.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It really, when I say it doesn't matter, folks, it doesn't matter because you got to remember the only reason you're in the marketplace is to make money.
Yeah.
You don't get,
the other thing that I taught folks is this, and so I want to share this with everybody as well. When people get into there's only three ways to grow your business. And I don't care what business you're in. And this year we're in the money business, and in the money business, the best way to be able to grow your business is to go out and find more trades. And what happens is, especially when you're trading specific patterns, people will put on a trade. And what they'll be focusing on is that existing trade and all the ticks inside there.
Yeah, right.
And I say, wait a minute here. If the only way you can really grow your business is really because you already know what your percentage of win-losses are, you should be spending time. That's why I call people treasure hunters in the morning.
Right.
You should be going out finding more treasure.
Right.
That's how you grow your business. That's how you really grow your wealth.
Right.
And when I show people that mathematically how that works, they're just kind of like,
no, for sure.
Oh, man, it was always sitting right in front of me, and I just didn't realize it.
Yeah. Well, listen, if I've learned anything,
cool.
Everything we want in life is sitting in front of us. And what blows my mind is that all of a sudden one day you wake up and say, oh, my God, it's been sitting in front of my nose the whole time.
Oh, I know.
Folks, think about that for a second. It just seems to happen. And and that's why I came up with that ownership deal. Because what I realized is that if you really focus on anything and then you take ownership of it, it's different. All of a sudden it's like, oh, hold it. Here it is right here. Let me grab that thing.
No, I know. That's what I love about it. That's what everybody loves about it.
It's crazy, man. It really is.
Yeah.
And listen, folks, so come over to our website at TFNN, and you're going to see right on the front page. You can register on the front page. This is the last day that you get to actually
and you can save $300 off. You save $300 if you buy Tiger Dollars, and you're all set.
And it's a week from Friday, and
it's archived. So if you can't be there on Friday, it's no problem. And you get access to me. My clients, call me, send me email. I'm here to help you out.
It's a beautiful thing. Yep. And look at this here. We've got a small A to B equals C to D happening right now in the S&P.
Yes,
be interesting. It's going to go after this B point. We'll see if we get any juice. Let's go to Bill in Boston. Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Hi, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Very good. Thank you. Great show.
Thanks you so much. Appreciate it.
So I'm looking at Juniper.
Okay.
And PR, and I wanted to know your thoughts on that. kind of trading down with Cisco, I think, today.
Oh, yeah. It's. Do you own this?
No, I don't.
Thank God.
No doubt about that.
This thing's toast.
It's certainly headed back to the 1764 area.
Yeah, I mean, this could be a monster ABC down. You know, you took the first leg down from $45 to 16. You know, you get a huge acceleration.
That would be a huge ABC.
You know, Bill, I think I know what you're looking at. You were looking at the daily, right? And it looks like it has some volume at the highs. You put that on a weekly, and what that actually is volume pushing lows. 100 million shares were getting pushed on the week of the 27th. That's pushing low with volume.
I see the low October 7th, 2011, 1667 on a weekly. But the volume, you know, so far, well, we'll see what it trades this week. But I don't know if it's going to come into 63 million or with less than 63 million and hit that 1667 number.
Okay, so if it doesn't, what does that mean to you?
Well, I'd say maybe you want to start to, you know, build a small position into it, kind of, you know, scale into it.
Okay, so now this is cool. What that means to me is that, see, when you don't hit the swing point and you have an acceleration of volume, which we do have, and it stops before the swing point, that's building cause to go after the swing point.
Oh, okay.
And then where it'd be headed to, kind of amazing, is March 2009.
Yeah, this is...
So breaks that area.
Right.
Its next stop is March 2009.
Yeah.
1243.
Yeah, you know,
down,
yeah,
absolutely.
There's not a reason to get excited about this at all, particularly because, you know, Cisco is already saying, you know, and Cisco's the king dog here. Okay, Cisco's done. It's all over. If it's all over for Cisco, well, you know what? We're at $17. If Cisco, you know, is heading for 15. If it breaks 15, it's going to $8.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at Cisco right yet, but, you know, I thought maybe around 13 or something might get interesting, but it is dangerous. There's no doubt about it, you know.
Well,
in this market anyway, with the signs of Europe going in recession. To me, the big wild card is just, you know, they start printing the money again, then...
Well, it's a different game.
You know,
then maybe that's a different game.
Everything, you know.
Yeah, but see what he's depending on?
Yeah, right.
That's pretty funny. What cracks me up? Did you hear what you actually just said? Now, I'm not. This is just in the context of you're saying, well, if they're printing the money again, you're saying that as derogatory, but yet you were willing to put your hard-earned money into it, saying, "Oh yeah, I hope they print the money again." Now, that's my perception, okay? That's my perception. But I've heard it so many times. I hear it on CNBC. It's like, oh, these people say, oh, I want things to be straight and I want them to be good. But, oh, you know what? Uncle Ben, I want you to print money.
No, I really don't. I'm just saying that. But that changes, you know, the traders.
I'm with you, man. I am absolutely with you. I understand what you're saying. But I also understand the perception, and you're willing to put your money up thinking that they're going to bet to do it. Don't depend on the government, man. It's not where it's at. Depend on yourself. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Precision edge in the market, something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
At
Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Kate Stalter on the Small Cap Roundup, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. Eastern. Up next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Don't forget, folks, if you'd like to come to Steve's workshop, it is a week from this coming Friday. Come over to our website at TFNN.com. Today's the last day that you can get an absolutely outstanding deal. You can save from $200 to $300 on that workshop. Right now, you get the Dow Industrials up 35, Nasdaq's down 2, S&Ps are up 5. And let's go to Rick in Florida. Oh, hey, Rick, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Yes, sir.
Cool,
Working
man.
my way along the road here.
Perfect.
I was looking at ZSL. Looking for an entry point.
Okay, so let's take a look at it. You get ZSL. ZSL is the Ultra Short Silver. Pro share, the low is 13. The low is 12, rather. No, where are we? I'm not sure. I can't find the low or high on this thing. Not on this one, anyway. Oh, yeah, the low is $8 for the year. The high is 23. Well, let's go right over to the contract first. You know, the reality is that you already got your first leg down in a big way. I mean, you know, silver has already just gone from $38 down to, 29, so.
Right, well, I went out of ZSL yesterday, I think, so I was looking to get back in.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Just not today.
Oh my God, you're gonna love it. Okay, so well, I mean, getting back in, you need to bounce the silver like the 31 or something. Do you know what I mean? Easy. 31.18.
$32.
Yeah.
$32 would be, right. Just a dead cat bounce of the move down. So that's what I'd be looking for.
Yeah.
But watch the volume as it gets back there.
Great. Hey, listen, I love all the programs.
Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us.
Absolutely.
All right, and I'm telling all my accredited investors about your
now you're
program.
talking. Now you're talking.
All right.
Well, thanks so much, Rick. Really appreciate it.
I appreciate it. You guys have a good day.
Thanks. And what Rick's talking about, folks, is that we opened a Tiger Fund. It's a real estate fund. If you happen to be an accredited investor and you want some information, you can go to email us at tigerfund@tfnn.com. What will happen is that there's going to be a website up in the next couple of days with at least information that how you can get hold of us.
So
Let's put it that way.
You're in the money on the.
I'm in the money.
Time to close the trade out.
Yeah,
1354. Right? Was that our target?
13. Well, no. That as soon as it gets it was clicking away like crazy. As soon as it goes to 1355, every single point there is $50.
Got it. Okay.
That's how that works.
Okay.
So. These products, folks, we're going to have a field day with these products, man. And I know well enough, because the first 2 years that ProShares was there, forget it, field day. Same with the Direction shares.
Yeah.
And this one here is a whole different ball game, because this one is a brand new product. This is like when the OEX first came out, which is just amazing, okay? This is better than the OEX. It's better than any product I've seen thus far. The reason being is that you take the price, you take the volume, you take the trade setup, you take your patents, you take it all.
Yeah.
Then what do? That was $90 to make $1,400.
No,
you can't without getting stuff. You can't lose more than 90. Oh, really?
No.
Give me a break, man. This is beautiful. It's sick. It really is sick. I tell you. Hey, listen, folks, don't forget, you stay right there, because we're going to Santa Fe, New Mexico. Kate Stalter is coming up.
That's right. Then we go to Larry in Tucson. We stay on the West Coast today.
And then we're going to Ken Shreve out in California. Then we're coming back here. And
happy anniversary to you and Andy.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah,
right.
It's my anniversary today, folks. Married 85 years. No, married 9 years, actually. We've been together 13 years, folks, and I needed so many lassos to get her, right?
I love it.
Took me 4 years and about a dozen lassos.
This is the fish story. Every year it gets just a little bit bigger.
It does. That's a fact. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. We always appreciate the growling and prowling with us out here.
Take care, folks.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the Opening Call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his Opening Call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his Opening Call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the Opening Call, a $64 value, visit tfnn.com today.